everyone, it's Renee with Delaney Jane Cards, and welcome back to my channel and another video in my 2019 Christmas card series. Today we're going to be playing with this Merry Little Christmas paper pad by Pebbles and this Caffeinated Reindeer by the Rabbit Hole Designs. They have other things besides these caffeinated animals, but really do they have other things besides these caffeinated animals? These things are stinking adorable, and he is so grumpy and so perfect, and I think I love him. I think he's my favorite reindeer ever in the history of ever. So this Pebbles pad had this really cool paper, and this deer fit right in. So I did do some Copic coloring here. If I'm trying to do really quick coloring, Copics are my go-to. I don't think that they're any faster than something else, but they feel faster, I think, because I can like quickly fill in the space. But I don't know, maybe I should try him with some colored pencils and see. You will notice that my Copic collection includes all of the Copics, the chows, the sketch, and the originals. I like how they blend, and the tip doesn't matter to me so much unless I'm coloring like hair and I want to flick the hair, and then I will make sure I pick a marker that's got the brush tip. So what I did is I took my little piece of pattern paper here and I held it up to my hex chart to see if I could find colors that matched. And then I did end up pulling out my little like pocket size chart. This is what I used to take with me to the store before I got the app on my phone. And it doesn't even have all the colors on it. I had to like draw some in, but on a chart like that, you can pick colors by going straight across or up and down. So what I did was pick colors that were straight across to get this green combination here so that it would really go well with the pattern paper, and because I didn't find what I liked on the hex chart. So, I mean, the hex chart is super cool. I think everybody probably has it now. You can get it from Sandy Allnack. It's a downloadable file, and it's super helpful. I still use my little Copic chart, though, a little handy dandy little Copic book when I'm looking for colors. And what I usually do is I pick my mid color, the color that I really want the item to be, and then I pick a lighter and a darker color, or I will pick two mid-tone colors and a lighter and a darker. So here I colored the robe, and then I just kind of dotted on some red for the candy canes, because there's really not a lot of real estate there to add any shading. I don't know if there would be any shading in a robe either. You would probably have to get a pretty expensive robe to do that. And then I gave him like a bloodshot eye, and then the saga of the colorless blender continues. I don't know. I have two colorless blenders, and I refilled them, and since then I've been having all sorts of trouble. And yes, I did throw it, but I did go get it. It'll come back out here. We are still not friends. So if you've been following me a while, you know that this is not just this video thing. It's been going on for a while, this saga. And I did give him a red nose. He might not be Rudolph. He might just be a drinker. I'm not sure. Maybe the coffee is what he needs to get through his day. He is so grumpy, and all of their caffeinated animals are like the most grumpy version of that animal that could possibly be. And I don't know, they just make me giggle so much. I have the dinosaur and the turkey and this reindeer, and they are all my spirit animals. So my idea for this card and what I end up with are not exactly the same. I used this dark green cardstock because it brought out the dark green that's in these patterns. This pattern paper is so perfect for this deer. it's like his whole family is out there skating or frolicking or whatever they're doing, and he is grumpy. So I hate measuring things. Just put that out there. So what I did there is I just lined up my paper that I cut first at the 4 and well, it's probably 4 and an eighth or whatever it is, and then I just filled in the space with the stripes so that I didn't have to actually measure, and because I'm lazy. So here you can see that circle, and it's there, and I don't end up using it. I'll show you what I did to it because I did keep it for future use. So what I did here is I just stuck my 2 pieces of paper together, and I use removable Scotch tape. It's like my new favorite crafty tool. I even use it when I run stuff through my die cut machine. It's so low tack that I have not had it tear anything, and it holds my dies down perfectly, and it's super cheap, and I am kind of in love with it. So that's what I'm going to be using here for a while. I mean, I still have purple tape left because I think that roll is going to last me forever. But anyway, I pulled out one of the Simon Says stamp banner. No, what are those called? Sentiment strip banner things. And I wanted to use this twine because it's Christmas time and I don't hardly ever use twine, but I don't use that either. I tried to use this reindeer on this circle, and I felt like it just covered up so much of that really fun pattern paper. And I really tried to make it work. I tried really hard, and I even took, well, this is the other sentiment. Here I'm figuring out what I'm going to do with the sentiment because I mean, there's some really funny sentiments in this stamp set. They're hilarious. They are dashing through the no, reindeer fuel, and caffeine gives me the jingles all the way. Like, come on now. They're hilarious. And then there is this stamp in there that is, I believe it's caffeine. It's in every one of their caffeinated animal sets. I don't know if it needs to be in every one of them, but it's really cool. Like you could put them all on one block and like stamp an entire background. But what I did is I stamped it on this circle, and then I used this Cosmic Shimmer sparkly embossing powder here, and I embossed it. That circle has a pattern to it. It's like a, I don't know, like a graph paper kind of. It was pretty cool, and I mean, I could have used it. I will lay it all out. So I want to know, did you like it better with the circle or not? I, in the end, decided to not use the circle. I just felt he really looked good just on the pattern paper. And like I said, I felt like that was his family out there frolicking. And he's like, yeah, not so much today. I really had a late night. I did the pulling of the sleigh, and I need the coffee, and I just feel like that was him. He is my spirit animal on Christmas morning because, you know, Christmas is rough. It's just too early. Christmas can be too early. So I heat embossed the set of sentiments, all the sentiments in the stamp set. I heat embossed them all on this dark green cardstock with some ultrafine gold embossing powder. And I left that in because, well, that's super fun to watch it melt. Like, I don't know anybody that doesn't like to watch embossing powder melt. When my stepson one of the first times I met him, which was years and years ago, we made cards because it was super fun. And he used to call that the magic. He was little. He was like 5, 6. And he would be like, can we do the magic? So every time I emboss, I think of him and how he really liked the magic. So there I was deciding against the circle. You'll have to tell me, did you think the circle was better, or did you like this design without the circle? I don't know. And this is a one-off card. Like I don't know if I could make a set of 6 of these. So sometimes I do make just single Christmas cards. They're not always sets, but I like to show that sometimes it's really easy to mass produce things in at least sets of 6. You don't always have to make one-ofs. Nobody's going to be like, hey, Joan, guess what card I got? My card has a reindeer on it. Like people are going to be like, yeah, I got a card. They were cute. They're not going to really talk about it. I mean, really, they're not. But sometimes it's fun to make one-ofs too. I do like that. So here I just stuck him down and there's no going back now. He's stuck down and he has no circle. And I hope that I made the right decision. Did I make the right decision? You tell me. So I did add a little bit of white gel pen detail to his mug in particular. And my glossy accents is in this bottle with a fine tip applicator, and I had to clean it out. I struggle with this, keeping it like not clogged. And I recently unclogged it, and well, this might have been that time when I unclogged it, but it's been working fine since. Put a little bit of glossy accents on his nose, on the actual coffee in his cup, and then on the noses of his slippers. So that is my card for today. I really, really want to know if you thought the circle should have stayed or if I made the right decision here, because I was really unsure. I brought this card out to my husband like 3 times. I was like, do you think I need the circle? And he was like, oh my gosh, just stick this stuff down and be done with it. So I need your help. I'm asking you for your help. Here's some still shots of my card. I absolutely appreciate you stopping by. And as always, give cards generously. Bye.